if the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was allowed to have 10 hours, which is something that they thought they might be able to pull off up until they couldn't, it turns out that Lieutenant Torres had a much bigger story arc and more important role to play, possibly as the Falcon, or maybe not. Let's talk about it and why this might be revisited in the future. So if you've been following the channel and what we've been discussing, you know that Torres in the comics does become the Falcon. Although it's not the same type of Falcon or anything really remotely close to it like the current Falcon we have, because this one's an actual hybrid of a bird. In an interview with E.T., the writer of the series, Malcolm Spellman, recently revealed some details, and he said that if the series had, let's say, 10 episodes, for example, that they had a giant storyline that falls in line with Torres, and that they were going to explore more of that character, what he does, who he is, and saying that the actor was a joy to work with and that they hope that somewhere down the road there's more stories to tell with him. Now, I would honestly say that this is probably a good bet, that once the Falcon retires the Falcon and becomes just Captain America, that maybe somebody else takes up the wings. Maybe he passes them to one of his closest allies and new best friends, and that happens to be Torres, and then Torres goes on his own and sort of becomes a, well, let's be real, a new Falcon for the new Avengers, which clear as day they are forming. And it would be somebody that maybe has more of a leadership type role, because quite clearly he's in the military. He can take orders, he can follow orders. We've already seen him without a special suit or anything trying to take on flag smashers and be on their tail. So the character already has a decent enough background and connective tissue to Falcon, for example, to already be able to put himself into that circle of superheroes. So if he maybe ends up taking up the wings that are passed down or something, that would be rather cool. And I hope this does happen, because again, it's just adding another cool character to the MCU roster. So by the time we get to, I don't know, Secret Wars, Avengers 6 or whatever, there's literally another like 30-40 characters on the screen, and he can be one of them. And for all we know, this character could pop up elsewhere down the road. We just don't know because they're keeping it so secretive. But I would totally be down for this, because I would like to see more of this character. As always, expanding the world to me is always interesting. So what do you guys think? Does he come back half bird, half man? Or does he just take those wings? Or do they maybe slowly metamorphosize him through some sort of mutation thing? Bring on the high evolutionary, I say. And that might be a little creepy. But hey, it works with the Hulk. Look, the Hulk's a mutant. So, well, no, he's not a mutant. He mutates. Transforms. Does he mutate? I don't know. Whatever, bring in Torres with the damn wings.